The Milwaukee Bucks are the 12th seed in the Eastern Conference. Not rebuilding, not tanking, not injured into irrelevance. The 12th seed, with Giannis Antetokounmpo on the roster. This is a franchise that won a championship not that long ago, built around one of the most dominant players of this generation, and somehow ended up completely stuck. Because here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to say out loud. The Bucks waited too long. They didn't trade Giannis when his value was at its peak. They didn't fully recommit to retooling around him, and now every single year they hold on, his trade value quietly drops. Not because he isn't great, but because the league sees the clock ticking on his career. Teams aren't lining up anymore. Front offices aren't emptying the vault, and Milwaukee is running out of leverage. So now the Bucks are trapped in the worst place you can be in the NBA. Too good to rebuild with all these veterans, and too broken to contend. And when you're wasting MVP-level seasons in the 12th seed, something has gone seriously wrong. So let's talk about how the Bucks got here, and why their window may already be closed. On paper, this shouldn't be happening. Giannis is still an MVP-level player. He's still elite defensively, and he's still one of the most dominant forces attacking the rim. But the problem isn't Giannis, it's everything around him. Milwaukee never properly pivoted after their title run. Instead of staying flexible, they doubled down on aging pieces, short-term fixes, and contracts that box them into a corner. Now look where they are, a 12th seed in the East, struggling to generate consistent offense, and unable to defend at a high level for full games. That's not bad luck, that's roster decay. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're on the road to 40 subs by the end of February 2026. Here's the part Bucks fans don't want to hear. Giannis still has massive value, but it's no longer limitless. Every season they keep him without serious contention, his contract gets closer to expiration, teams get more cautious, the price teams are willing to pay drops. Front offices don't want to mortgage their future for a star who might leave, even if that star is Giannis. Milwaukee had a window to reset the franchise with a historic haul. That window is shrinking, and if they wait too long, they risk getting far less than they should for a generational player. To be fair, it's not all that bad. Ryan Rollins has been a real bright spot. His development has been one of the few positives this season, showing scoring growth, confidence, and energy that this roster desperately needs. But one breakout role player doesn't fix a broken foundation, even if he could eventually be the third best player on this team. And that leads us to the most confusing move of all. The Bucks committed 4 years, $108 million to Miles Turner, and right now he's averaging around 13 points per game. That's not franchise-altering production. That's not moving the needle. And it's definitely not enough when you're paying that kind of money and trying to contend. Turner isn't the problem, but that contract symbolizes where Milwaukee went wrong. Big money, limited upside, zero flexibility. The Bucks aren't bad because Giannis declined. They're bad because they failed to evolve. They waited too long and they committed to the wrong timelines. And now they're staring at a future where they might lose their superstar without the return they once could have had. The scariest part? This might be the best it gets unless they make a real decision soon. So what do you think? Should the Bucks finally pull the trigger and trade Giannis, or try one last reset and risk losing him for less later? Let me know. Write your answer in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We're on the road to 40 subs by the end of February 2026.